We did day one yesterday, off stream on YouTube. You can go over to my YouTube page and check out day one if you haven't seen day one. But man, this is day two of Young Dolph murder trial. Let's get into the jump, man.
State, call your next witness.
Terrence Dabney.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
I do.
Have a seat, sir. Watch it.
All right, tell us your name first.
Terrence Dabney.
And spell your first and last name for the benefit of the court reporter.
First name Terrence, T-E-R-E-N-C-E. Last name Dabney, D-A-B-N-E-Y.
Looks like, or I know that you're doing good and bad at the same time. First, the bad. What happened with your arm?
Rotated cuff surgery.
Okay. So you probably are going to be up there for a little while.
Okay.
All right. Going to run through some of the various crime scenes with you, some of the various aspects of the investigation. So try to get as comfortable as you can, even with your arm. But I know you're doing good now too, because you're retired. Is that right?
That is correct.
Retired from MPD.
That is
How long were you with MPD?
26 years.
So 26 years. I say you are.
Alright. So keep it in context. If nobody don't know who this guy is, this is a retired police officer. I guess he one of the polices that was on the scene that day when Dolph died.
In 2021, where were you assigned in MPD?
I was assigned to the homicide unit.
All right, and what did you do in homicide back in 2021?
I was an investigator in the homicide.
In homicide here in Memphis, do you get a case and you're the only person that works on the case?
No.
Do y'all work in teams?
We work in team.
Okay, he was a homicide detective.
And were you one of the case officers on this case?
I was.
Would you assign and delegate people to do various things in the investigation?
I do. Delegate people.
Matter of fact, third time, he's the main police on the scene. Like, you have a police that come on the scene, and he gathered the detectives that's gonna work the scene. The forensics, who do the checks and who do the autopsies. He that police that just structured the case.
You're actually from Memphis, aren't you?
I am.
What neighborhoods did you grow up in?
I grew up in Claiborne Home, Castaic.
And Claiborne Homes is downtown Memphis.
Correct.
Keep going
in
down
the Castelia neighborhood. And we've heard some testimony about the Castelia neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Dolph at all?
No, sir.
Older, is that right?
Older, much older.
All right. November the 17th of 2021, did you have occasion to be brought in with regard to a homicide call?
I was.
Specifically to an address on Airways, Makita's Cookies.
Correct.
Did you know where that was?
Yes.
What area of town is that?
It's in the southeast part of town, Airways and Ketchum area.
If I tell you that the call went out at 12:24 p.m. in the afternoon, about what time would you have arrived at the scene?
Possibly around 1 by the time you get the call and travel to the scene.
By the time you get to the scene, are there uniformed patrol that's already there?
It is.
Are there medical personnel and things like that
Yes.
already there?
Yes.
When you get there, what are your duties?
My duty is to gather the fact information from the reporting officers, delegate other investigators to do, canvass the area for video and just handle process the scene.
When you arrived on the scene, were there people around in the street and everything?
Yes, there were people everywhere.
Everywhere?
Around.
Were there officers attempting to control the crowd and keep people off the actual parking lot of Makita's?
Yes, it was.
And was that being done?
Yes, it was.
Were there a lot of bystanders and everything looking on and everything else?
It was.
Was this scene almost like any other that you had been to in your 26 years?
That scene was, there's a lot of people out there.
Okay. You get there, and you say your job is to try to figure out what evidence exists and delegate.
Yes.
Is that right?
Correct.
You mentioned one thing, video. Is that right?
Video.
Are y'all interested in collecting any video that may be around there?
Any video that would help in the investigation.
And in fact, did y'all collect video from the cookie store itself?
We did.
And did it show the outside of the business?
It did.
And did it show the inside of the business?
As well as the inside.
Crime scene stuff.
Yes.
So now we good though. We good.
Did you delegate a crime scene detective to collect physical evidence and document physical evidence?
We did. We had collecting and
They
processing.
be killing that bitch.
And did they also take pictures
and,
of
Sadie,
the
they be
scene?
wow.
They did.
Would you have delegated or interacted with any of the witnesses who were on the scene?
Yes. Witness victims. We have investigations to take them down to headquarters and take statements.
Okay. And without getting into what these people, said, did y'all talk to Marcus Thornton, Dolph's brother?
We did.
Did y'all talk to the cashiers there at Makeda's?
We did.
Did y'all locate any other witnesses right there in the surrounding scene that had information?
No.
Video, crime scene, locate whatever witnesses we have.
Correct.
That address on Airways is Makeda Cookies. You described the area of Memphis is in. That's in Memphis, correct? And is that also in Shelby County?
It is.
I'm going to start with the crime scene there. You just look at them, tell me what's pictured in each one, and place it face down on that table next to you.
This photo is a front picture of Makeda's cookie shop. Officers there processing the scene, broken glass. They have victim's car,
Very good. Place that.
Corvette, camouflage color.
Okay, you can place that face down. We're going to review these with the jury afterwards, so I'll ask you questions about them afterwards.
This one is the photo of the address, 2370 of Makeda's cookie shop, with defects to the glass, bullet holes.
Okay.
This one is the inside front counter area of Makeda's cookie shop.
Okay.
This one is another front view of the cookie shop, Makeda's cookie shop. We have evidence markers on the ground where we have shell casings, along with the victim's Corvette camouflage. Another closer picture of the front of the cookie shop, evidence markers, broken glass, and casings.
At this time, if you can just place it, so that's fine. With the next couple pictures, you can just place it where you see it, and we'll show it to the jury later.
Okay. This is a picture farther back from Makeda's cookie shop toward the street, Airways, with evidence markers with casings on it. This photo is inside the business of Makeda's with bullet holes going through the walls and doors. This one is a victim lying on the ground.
And when you arrived on the scene, was the victim still there?
Yes, he was.
Did you observe him positioned like that?
Yes, sir.
Do you see evidence of medical intervention on him there?
Yes, he has the bleeds on his body.
When you arrived, were they still trying to resuscitate him or get anything, or was that process over?
The process is already. This photo is a photo inside the cookie shop. We have evidence markers. We have victim's chain that he was wearing inside a flower pot. It has a P PRE on it. This is a close-up photo of PRE charm that he had on his necklace that's inside the flower pot.
For the record, the last picture he looked at has already been marked as exhibit number 3.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's real good. That's real good.
Look, don't you do train off?
I was asking about this area right here. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you said that we found 2 types of casings in that area?
2 different types. We had 40 caliber casings and we also had 7.62.
Okay, 40 caliber is the handgun casing, 7.62 is that assault rifle casing?
It is.
And this is the victim's car, is that right?
It is.
And this is where we walk in and out of the business?
The entrance.
And this is a little side area?
It is.
And later we're going to see the victim lying in this little side area, is that right?
That's correct.
The front of the store?
Front of the store with the address 2370 of Makita's Cookie Shop. We also have defects in the glass, bullet holes in the glass of the door.
And we'll see this with a later picture, but let me go ahead and ask you about it. Do we find casings from inside the store where Dolph's brother was firing back from?
We did. We found 9mm.
Okay, and that's an entirely different type of handgun too, is that correct? So we have 9mm casings inside the store.
Inside.
We have 40 caliber casings outside the store, and we have 7.62 casings outside the store. And on a later picture, I'll ask you about one more set of them. Counter area of the store.
Front counter area inside of the business.
For perspective, the cashier's booth or whatever with the register would be right around here, is that right?
It is.
Tell us what exhibit number you're using, please.
Going in order, this is 30. That same outside area, is that right?
Same outside area from a different angle. You see the victim's front end of the victim's vehicle, Corvette. And you see the glass, some of the glass is broken out of the front windows to the bullet holes.
Glass broken out here.
Yes.
And bullet holes throughout this glass, is that right?
It is.
This is the next number exhibit, 32. Closer in.
It's a closer picture of, like I said, the shattered glass, bullet holes, and you have markings on the ground with broken glass and shell casing of the 40 caliber 7.62 round.
And later on, when we see the victim's body, is it going to be in this area here?
It is, right in that area.
Okay. And when we see flower pot, like with his necklace and things like that, over this area?
Further to the left of it, yes. This view is a view that's farther back from the entrance of the business of Makita's. On that ground there, it's closer to the street of airways. On the ground, you have evidence markers with shell casings there. And we found 2.26 rounds.
223 maybe?
2.23, I mean. I'm sorry.
Okay. So if we're gonna, I think now we've accounted for all the casings.
Yes.
So let's start from inside the store. There are 9mm casings from Dolph's brother, is that right?
Inside the business.
There are semi-automatic 7.62 casings from one of the shooters.
Correct.
There's 40 caliber casings from another of the shooters.
Correct.
And then there are these 223 casings, and is that a type of semi-automatic weapon?
Yes, it is.
They was that far back shooting? Or it's just the picture? God damn, it was far as hell. I thought they was close. I didn't know they started shooting from the car. Damn, I thought they started shooting when they got up to the glass. Damn. The motherfuckers was bouncing. Oh, no, they do fly back. I'm wild. And they do kind of like, like, spurts out the side, kind of.
From Dolph's brother as he runs out.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm talking about my boy arm was squiggly. Like, that bitch was, man. I ain't never shoot that before.
That's exhibit number 1.
That's exhibit number 33.
Thank you.
This is 34. What are these things?
That's inside of the business. You have a door, entry door into the bathroom. It leads to the hallway that leads to the bathroom. It has bullet holes and shattered glass on the door.
And perspective from inside the store, The register's over here.
Correct, it is.
We're about to see a picture of the victim's body, and it is going to be in the area of this little side area. Is that right?
Correct.
It's just that little side area.
That's the little side area we referred to earlier. We have a flower pot there with his charm off of his necklace. It says PRE. His necklace is down towards the bottom of the photo.
And then,
Your mom was 53.
and if we were to come this way down a little bit, would we see the victim's body?
We would.
He looked distraught, like he looked like he stuck between not fucked up and fucked off.
Close up, already marked Stacy Exhibit 3, the PRE charm or whatever.
Yes.
I'm going to do this one a little different. Families in the courtroom. Officer Danny.
That nigga big as hell too. He kind of stocky too. But it's crazy because nigga is on camera, bro. Like he's on camera, bro. Like, bro, he's on camera, bro. Like, how is his lawyer saying he won't dare? Like, I don't get that part.
I may publish this to the jury, just myself, Your Honor. This is a graphic photo, correct?
Yes.
This is a picture of the victim laying there in that area that you just described.
It is.
He is still in his clothes,
Yeah.
but there's evidence of medical intervention.
Correct.
But that was over, obviously by the time of the picture, but when you were there, he was deceased.
Correct.
This is
Exhibit number.
This is exhibit number 35. Y'all obtained the videos from out there?
We did.
And were you able to view those that day?
We did.
Let me show you a still shot from the video, ask you if you recognize it.
This is a still shot from the video of outside the front entrance of Makita's cookie shop, which shows victim's Corvette. It also shows a white Mercedes that's pulled in behind the victim's Corvette. It's two-door. On the Mercedes, you can see it has some damage on the passenger side rear. You have two suspects. One is armed with a assault rifle, what appears to be an assault rifle. He's wearing a mask over his face, a cotton mask, like wearing a blue hoodie with some sweats, gray sweats, and some shoes. And the other suspect, he's wearing a black baseball cap, but it has Bass Pro on it. Also has his face covered. Has a black hoodie, some gray sweats. The gray sweats has a little, I guess, insignia on it. And also has some dark colored shoes with white on them.
All right. Oh, go ahead, that marked as 66 number exhibit, Your Honor. I could already tell that when I handed it to you, I just said still shot, and you looked at it like an investigator, telling me details that, I guess, matter to you. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
This is exhibit 37. And y'all had this on day one of the investigation, is that right?
We did.
First,
Bro, he wasn't even standing right. Look, how the fuck you gonna stand like that with a Draco? Like, what the hell? Bro, lucky he ain't had no shotgun. That bitch with a blur. Like, he tripping. Look how he's standing like. Hey, dude, wildin' with that gun, bro. I'm surprised he didn't shoot himself. The hell?
thing you mentioned, I think, was one shooter with, is that an assault rifle?
It is.
And would that be consistent with a gun that shoots those 7.62 casings?
Correct.
This window.
He said he never shot that type of gun before. You could tell, we thought this was Govan at first because dude kind of stocky. I ain't know Straight Drop was that stocky, bro. Kind of stocky. This is him. Like, that is crazy.
Is that the one you saw busted out with the pictures that we just saw?
It is.
With the victim lying here?
Yes.
And this be that side area of the store?
It is.
From that first day, y'all would have this image of the suspect with the 7.62, is that right?
It is.
Hoodie. Does he appear to be wearing gloves?
He's wearing gloves.
Sweatpants.
Sweats.
White shoes. Mask.
Yes.
These fools had on a COVID mask. Cause the cookie lady got the fuck on up out of there like, she's.
Second suspect. Kind of gun here.
Yes.
Is handgun?
Handgun.
Handgun consistent with 40 calibers that you would have seen here?
Yes.
We're still operating with some blur, but gray sweatpants, is that correct?
That's correct.
Black shoes, white soles.
Yes.
It's better in the picture than it is on the overhead. You said something about a little white insignia, is that
like
correct?
a little insignia designer on the sweats on the side there.
If we put the cursor on it, covers it up. We'll pass this around in a second. Black hoodie.
Black hoodie.
Mask.
Mask.
Gloves.
Gloves.
Bass Pro hat.
Bass Pro hat.
Suspect vehicle.
Yes.
What kind of car is
These
it?
niggas did a hit with a COVID mask on. This gotta be the dumbest shit, bro. It was 2021 though, but what the fuck, COVID mask though, bro?
It's a Mercedes-Benz
Color.
white.
And you see it better in the photo than on the overhead. But what'd you say about this back area?
Like, bro, I could scan my iPhone with my face mask on. Like, what the fuck?
That's damage to the rear passenger side.
And these details we just went through, were those important to you that first day?
Yes.
And why is that?
So we can, be on the lookout for that type of vehicle with the damage that it has to it.
Okay. Because that made that vehicle distinctive.
Yeah, stand out.
Would it be fair to say that there's no still shot or camera angle in which you can actually capture the suspect's entire faces?
No.
So from the first day, you do not have any type of facial identifications or anything of the two shooters.
No, we did not.
But you have clothing descriptions,
Clothing description.
gun descriptions,
Gun descriptions.
okay, and suspect vehicle. I meant to ask.
Like, these niggas slow. Even big bro with the Drake, he got in the car. When he first came in the car, he got in the car with no gloves on. Like, what the hell? And they found his prints on the door. Like, he's an asshole.
Asked this earlier, that it makes sense now. So assault rifle like this can shoot 7.62 casings, is that
Yes.
right? A handgun like that can shoot 40 caliber casings.
It can.
If I've got casings that have been fired, and then I actually recover the guns, can I compare casings to guns and tell you, that 40 caliber casing came from that 40 caliber gun?
Yes.
We see that on TV sort of.
That's crazy how you could shoot a gun. It's a whole lot of other guns made like that one, but they can tell if that casing came out of that gun. That's some crazy shit, right?
all the time, is that right?
Yes.
Is that something you do, or is that something that's done by other people?
It's done by other people.
Is it first done routinely by a computer system and microscopes and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's just entered into the system that way.
Okay. And then later it can be sent to TBI or FBI or whoever to confirm that?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. In this case, did y'all ever recover handguns? Did you ever recover the murder weapons in this case?
No, we did not recover any.
So you never had any guns
And they never recovered the weapons? Damn.
recovered that matched these shell casings?
That matched those showcases.
We're going to change locales here to an address, Haven Court, in what used to be the Tulane Apartments.
Yes.
Okay. How was it that y'all became interested in that location?
We're on the lookout for a white expedition.
Okay. At some point in this investigation, without sort of saying what the tip was or anything like that, was y'all's attention called to a white expedition?
It was.
And did that cause y'all to go to what was called the Tulane Apartments?
Yes.
And what did y'all do when y'all got the Tulane Apartments?
We watched video.
Okay, did y'all obtain video from the Tulane Apartments?
Tulane Apartments, yes.
Okay, and that's the address on Haven Court.
Haven Court, yes.
Okay. I think we do need to play the Haven Court video. We're going to get that video ready to play for you, Detective Dabney. At the Haven Court Apartments, were y'all interested in a particular woman that lived there?
Yes,
And was that Kiana Hopper?
it was.
And is she related to anybody involved in this case?
Yes, it was discovered that she was related to. So,
Was it discovered that she was Justin Johnson's cousin?
yes.
All right, got the video ready now. Haven Court Apartments, 1 p.m., 37 minutes after the murder. For the record, this is Exhibit 5 that's held open for all the videos, Your Honor. Who is this person, Detective?
Well, that would be the cousin.
The cousin?
Kiana.
What kind of car is that right there?
And that's the white Ford Expedition.
Kiana?
Kiana approaching the expedition.
Two men outside? Go ahead.
Outside.
Go, Detective. Were you interested in those two men?
Bro, they got the same outfits on, bro. Oh my God. Like, how they gonna beat this one, bro? Ain't no beating this shit, bro. I know straight drop stomach in his ass right now.
Yes, it was.
Tell me why you're interested in those two men.
In the clothing that they have on, you see the dark sweatshirt, the gray hoodie. The black hoodie with gray sweatpants, shoes, matching the description of the suspects that were at Makita's Cookies.
Y'all obtained video not just of them arriving, but while they were there and then leaving. Is that correct?
That's correct.
They arrived 37 minutes after the murder. This is 54 minutes after the murder.
It is.
The expedition's still there. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Suspects are still inside.
Still inside.
This Dodge Charger has just arrived.
Dodge Charger arrives, and you see one of the suspects come out and walk to the Charger.
These niggas got at 2022 Escalade, fucking 2022 Chargers. God damn. That's that Hemi motherfucker. And this nigga had the nerve to come outside with no mask on, with the sweatpants on, in the same goddamn shoes. He ain't even changed his outfit yet, bro. Like, this shit crazy, bro. I just had him the same outfit the killer had on that day. What the fuck you finna say?
Yeah, you can see.
Chargers just sort of repositions, but this man came outside, is that right?
Yes.
Nigga, that straight drop. What the fuck? I just wanna fast forward and see how much time these niggas gonna get for even trying to play with these people in court. Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Look what they trying to do to Thug, and Thug not even on camera doing shit. Just all he say, she say. Imagine what they finna do to this asshole. 50 bands for the state. Hey, that's wild, bro.
Came out up to the rear of the.
You interested in this man?
Yes.
Sweatpants?
Sweatpants, black shoes, white soles on. Leaning into the car.
He's got bags or
Bags,
something
yes.
now?
You see how his pants are sagging there a little bit. We have that was something that we looked at also.
In the homicide video, as he runs away, we can see his pants are sagging.
Yes.
Nigga, same underwear, nigga. Yeah, Mint good. Mint got the $15 a month, motherfucker. It was only for 3 months. After 3 months, your ass paying goddamn 30 to 45. But shit, that's still a good 3 months. You then they keep spinning that motherfucker.
We in fact see the color of his underwear in the homicide video.
Yes, we can.
Is it also blue?
3 months gonna go by quick as hell. They're gonna be paying regular price like a motherfucker. But nah, that Mint John is crazy. That's too much. It'd be dope if that shit was just 15 a month. Like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yes.
I only can change my number like once a year, man. I got kids and stuff to keep up with and shit, man. Too much. Social workers, kids, doctors, work. Try to get them people them numbers over be a fucking hassle. Like, so I change my number like once a month, once every 9 months, once every 6 months. And sometimes I do an emergency change. Like, I just change my number because certain family members that I don't want to have my number get my number, or people from back home. So I gotta keep on fucking it up on their ass, you know what I mean? This nigga asshole, bro. This nigga jumping in the car to change his clothes. This nigga walked outside with the outfit on. I think he would have saved face if we would have came outside with a mask on. This nigga, like, what? I can't wait till the defense get on and explain this video. Like, what the fuck, bruh? This is crazy. You cannot tell us that's not straight drop, bruh.
He gets into it and shuts the door.
capable. My nigga, Nicky Cage, man.
Got like a yellow article of clothing or something now?
Yeah, it looks like a yellow hoodie. He got
Is this apartment building here the one that Keanu Hopper lives in?
yes, it is.
In a video of them with
This nigga done for. He's done.
vehicle. Here's a Chevy.
It's a Chevrolet SUV, small SUV.
Do y'all get interested in that one too?
We did.
Expedition's still there.
Bruh, these niggas inside the apartment with the same outfit. And then they got their like the little Chevy they just passed by, the SUV type jump. That's Quindaria's wife, girl, whatever, baby mama. The car registered into them people names and shit. They got their people pulling up to the spot like this shit. This an open and closed case, straight up like that. I really want to see what the defense got to say. Like, what the hell they finna say? At this point, they might as well be like, I'm sorry. He probably might as well get Justin and go to the mic, be like, I'm sorry for what I did type shit. He might as well confess. Like, it's over with.
You had a yellow article of clothing when you left that Charger?
Yes. It's what the one that appeared that he got out of the Charger. The suspect gets in, Keanu comes up to the driver's door.
My shit done froze, man. Damn, bro. Kick don't fuck with you. You be going through some shit with Kick.
The other suspect has walked off camera, is that right?
He walked out of view to the right of the video there.
If I'm looking right, but I'm doing this live, so I might not seeing things as if I'm seeing it if I'm watching it over and things like that. It looked like she's touching the hell out them doors. Like, she came to the car, opened up the door for the passenger motherfucker, like, and then she all on that door. It's like she really touching them doors. Like if she doing it on purpose. Okay. He touching the door. Okay. See, look, I'm saying it looked like that's what she was doing, but it ain't. This fool got the same sweat, same shoes, same hat, different hoodie, but it's straight drop. What the hell?
Chevy's back.
Correct.
Yeah, he done. All they gotta do is tell a nigga to get up and rip the runway. He's done. He got the same, I bet he got that same walk.
Suspect returns to the apartment complex.
He did.
Tell Drop to get up right now and rip the runway. I bet he got that same walk.
Suspect returns to the white Expedition.
He did.
The Chevy Trax still there.
It's still there.
Kiana.
Yeah.
Kiana doing too much. Kiana just, I don't know if Kiana was talking or whatnot, but Kiana walked outside to make sure he get in the car and waved at the other killers like it's so like it's gonna be a good day today. Like she's wilding.
He's leaving and the Chevrolet's leaving.
Hey, the judge looked over at Drop like, come on, like everybody, like I know everybody's so shocked to see that he putting up a fight, a wall, when that's really him in them videos. Like it's messing my head up. Like it's making me eager to see what the defense really got to say.
All right, the Expedition got going and the Chevy Trax got going.
Yes.
One suspect in each, is that right?
Yes.
Y'all obtained the video, interested in talking to Kiana,
Yes.
interested in her cousin,
You.
interested in the White Expedition, interested
What's
in
up
the
with
Chevy
you?
Trax, and who this other person may be. We are going to move there's one thing I said I was going to do that I didn't do before. The still shot from the actual shooting from 37. We talked about how it was blurry up there, and there were things you were testifying about, and I couldn't quite get the pointer in the right place. And one of those was the fact you said there was a little insignia or something on the left thigh area of the sweatpants of the shooter who has the Bass Pro hat on and the handgun. Is that right?
Correct.
If I could pass this around to the jury, Your Honor. It's hard to see on the overhead.
I don't know what type of jury they got. I don't know who the jury is, what type of jury it is, but if I'm the jury, I already made up my mind. Like it's not like on a YSL case where they show you the nut killing on date 88, but it's day 200. And you can't remember what happened on day 88 because there's just so much going on. Right here, it could be day 1, day 2. And I'm going to remember what happened on day 2, on day 5. Like, this one, quick, easy, boom, boom, boom. He's guilty. Don't worry, when I repost this on YouTube, you see how it's paused like this, nobody talking. This will not be in there. Like, that's why I edit stuff out to get things like this out. But right now, what they waiting on, they got the picture, is a still frame picture, a straight drop with that outfit on in the shooting. And like, you know how we just watched the video of him changing his clothes in the back of the car, whatever. But they passing the picture from the shooting around with that person with that outfit on, and they passing it around, and they letting the jury look at it. So probably like 2 more minutes of that. They're gonna get back to talking. He going bald trying to defend these goddamn liars, man. I feel sorry for this guy, man. It gotta be sucks to be a defense lawyer, man. I know they get hated because this man that killed Dolph and you telling us he didn't. Boy, go on ahead, man.
Timeline with still shots from the various things in that video.
We did.
Let me pass you this. If you could just verify this is in fact that timeline from the Haven Court, what we also call the two-lane apartments.
This is said photo of the timeline. First arriving with a white SUV.
Yeah, if you just flip through it quick, does it appear to go from the start to the end?
It does.
Okay.
Start to the end. Another.
Look, they don't even need him to explain it or nothing. They just want, you know what I'm saying? That's how, hey, bro, you ain't got to do our job, bro. We got this, bro. We just asking you to confirm the pictures so we could present it to the rest of the court and the people.
Where Keanu had walked out and walking back to the expedition. It also shows the 2 suspects getting out of the expedition and walking toward the front of the apartment complex. This one shows them inside the apartment, going inside the apartment. Also shows the Charger pulling up. Shows one of the suspects walking out to the Charger and getting to the rear passenger side of the vehicle. Shows suspects retrieving plastic 2 white bags, then get inside of the rear seat of the Charger. Once he exits the Charger here, he's getting out with the 2 bags and a yellow hoodie in his hand and walk back toward the apartment complex. This one shows 2 suspects exiting the apartment complex with one with the yellow hoodie, one with the black hoodie, carrying bags, and Keanu is also with them. They walked up to, one of the suspects walked and got into the white Expedition, the other got and walked over to the Chevy tracks.
You know, we pose that as a collective exhibit. You can paperclip it or something, it's in order, so we good to keep it like that. All right, we're interested in Keanu's cousin, we're interested in the white Expedition, we're interested in the Chevy tracks, but is there other stuff going on in the investigation too?
Yes,
Does a tip come in with regard to a white Mercedes?
it did.
And does it call your attention to a particular place?
Yes, it did.
A small street in Orange Mound?
Yes,
Bradley Street, is that correct?
correct.
1174 Bradley Street. What is at that location?
It's an abandoned home, and when we get there, we observed a white Mercedes parked in the rear. Had damage to the passenger side rear side panel.
And to put this in a chronology, would this have occurred on November the 20th, 3 days after the homicide?
Correct.
And would it be fair to say that 3 days after the homicide, behind that abandoned house on Bradley, y'all found the murder?
We did.
Couple of them, as you turn them over, a couple of them have been introduced already into evidence. So just read that number.
Okay.
Otherwise, just put them all face down on the table.
All right. This is the abandoned house on Bradley Street.
What neighborhood is that?
It's in Orange Mound, neighborhood in Orange Mound.
Did you become aware that there's a house across the street in which Mr. Hernandez Govan lived?
Correct. Directly across the street.
Eventually, does Mr. Govan also become a suspect?
Whoa. Bro, the car was right across the street from Govan House. Oh, nah, they wild.
In this conspiracy to commit murder,
He did.
you can place it down.
That was Exhibit 9. This photo here shows a closer picture of a vehicle in the rear of the yard parked between brush, trees.
So this vehicle is not parked in the driveway, is it?
No, it didn't. This is a close-up picture of the Mercedes showing the passenger side with the damage, which appears that the vehicle may have been sideswiped or something. It's a two-door white Mercedes.
The damage that you can see in the homicide video?
Yes, that's consistent with it. That's Exhibit 10. This photo shows the rear of the Mercedes-Benz, which has an Illinois tag. Do I need to read the tag and everything?
You can place it down.
This is a photo of the driver's side of the white Mercedes-Benz. And this is a photo of taken from outside of the Mercedes-Benz on the passenger side that shows the inside of the rear seats with a Mississippi DeSoto County tag on the rear seat.
It has like another license plate on the inside of it.
Yes.
Maybe even a couple, we'll see.
Yes. This is a photo of the passenger side of the white Mercedes-Benz, which is being processed in the crime scene tunnel.
Okay, so did y'all take that car from the scene to the crime scene tunnel?
We did.
Okay.
And it also shows the damage to the rear passenger side, which is consistent with the suspect vehicle in the video at McKee's. And this is a rear shot of the white Mercedes, the trunk area after being processed. Another photo of the Mississippi tag, close-up picture that was in the rear seat of the white Mercedes-Benz. And these are photos of two Illinois tags, license plates that were located inside of the white Mercedes-Benz.
Two more license plates
Two
inside
more
the
license
car.
plates, yes, Illinois. Another close-up photo of the Mississippi license plate, DeSoto County. And this is for a photo of close-up photo of the white Mercedes being processed by crime scene. This is the driver's side door of the white Mercedes being after being processed. Has the letter A written on it.
The letters that we're going to see written on it, like A, B, and C, is that something else crime scene people do?
That is. This is the photo of the driver's side rear side panel, which is indicated by the letter B. It's written in yellow after being processed. This is the passenger side door, and after being processed with the letter D written on it. And this is another close-up picture of the white Mercedes after being processed with the letter E written on it. And this is the a photo of the white Mercedes being on the passenger side after being processed.
Remember, we'd offer those in evidence as state's next number to exhibits.
No objection.
What are we looking at?
We're looking at the front of the house. Also, on the left side there, you can see back in the wooded area, the tree line. That's where they park the. That's where we located the white Mercedes-Benz. That's on Bradley.
You can see some homicide Texas walking back here.
Yes, we have investigated parking to the rear.
Cars sitting back here somewhere.
Yes,
House on Bradley.
that's on Bradley.
A vacant abandoned house, is that correct?
That's a vacant. Yes, it is.
We go across the street. I got Hernandez Govan's house.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Directly across.
I know that y'all are big on video. I've seen y'all, pull it from Nicatus, and I've seen you pull it from Tulane. Did y'all canvass this area, this neighborhood, for any possible video?
We had investigators who came to the area for video, and none was found.
No video on Bradley Street.
No video located.
49.
Again, you can see a couple of investigators, and you can see the rear of the white Mercedes-Benz parked in the tree, in the bush back there.
40, we're walking up on it.
Closer image of the white Mercedes with the Illinois tag,
41, driver's side.
driver's side.
42, we're looking inside of it. It has like a license plate inside of it.
Correct. It has a Mississippi, DeSoto County license plate on the passenger rear seat.
Exhibit 10.
That's the passenger side view of the Mercedes-Benz. You can also see the damage.
And they got off
going
of
down
work, about to
passenger
go
side
home and go to sleep.
Especially on the rear side panel.
So is it fair to say when you see this, you know that you've got your car?
Yes.
Do y'all investigate like where'd this car come from?
Yes, we would check the VIN, or license plate.
Did y'all in fact find that the car was taken in a carjacking in Memphis a few weeks before this crime?
We did.
Did y'all in fact find that the suspect in that carjacking was Treon Ingram?
Correct.
And I'll say it here that Justin Johnson was not a suspect in that carjacking.
No.
But car taken in Memphis a few weeks before, suspect Treon Ingram.
Trey, I think.
Car makes it to the tunnel.
Correct. That's the tunnel.
I call it tunnel. That's where y'all process cars, is that right?
Correct. It's a crime scene investigative.
That is 53, 43. In the tunnel, now we can see that damage real good.
Yes. Damage to the passenger side, rear side panel.
They got bro up on the stand for a long time. So part 1 gonna be long. Part 1 today 2 gonna be long. What the fuck?
We did a series of photographs. I think you said it was processed, like fingerprint dust, stuff like that you're talking
sir.
about?
Yes.
And you said there were letters, that's like an A.
Yes.
Here we have back of the car, B. Closer up on that. I'm going, for the record. 48. 44, C. 51, D. 52, E. Various license plates found in the car.
Yes.
45, Mississippi plate. 46, a couple of Illinois plates. 47, a close-up of that Mississippi plate. Now, processing the car, that's something the crime scene does, is that correct?
It is.
And they try to lift what fingerprints they have from the car, is that correct?
That's correct.
And then they try to compare those prints to any sort of known individuals that may be in the system or whatever it is that they have fingerprints for.
It is.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
And when you were you apprised that they were able to lift some prints from the car
Correct.
that they were able to identify?
Yes.
All right. In particular, I want to ask you about these, okay?
Okay.
This is from the 2014 Mercedes. Prints lifted from the right rear quarter panel marked D. So we saw a picture of that, the back of the car,
Yes.
outside.
I'm sorry.
were found to be the fingerprint impression belonging to Cornelius Smith.
Yes.
Does that become a name you're interested in?
Come to name we're interested.
Because we got his prints on the outside back of this car.
Yes.
Prints lifted from the outside left door, marked A. I think that's the driver's side door. We saw a picture of it. Belonged to Kiston Garner.
Kiston Garner.
Does that become a name that you're interested in?
It does.
More prints. This one from the trunk lid, marked C, also belong to Kiston Garner. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And then we have some prints lifted from one of those tags, the Mississippi tag
Yes.
that we saw 2 pictures of. They also belong to Kiston Garner.
Yes.
And then prints lifted from the rear quarter panel marked B and the outside left door marked A, and from a brochure, a bank brochure that was found in the car, all belong to Treon Ingram.
Treon, correct.
A name that you're interested in?
Yes.
All right, so at this point we have found the murder car.
Yes.
We have found prints from that car that belonged to Cornelius Smith,
Yes, ma'am.
to Kiston Garner,
Correct.
and to Treon Ingram.
Correct.
Okay. Do we also process or attempt to process the car for any DNA or blood or like fluid evidence?
That's some crime scene officers would attempt.
Crime scene attempts to do that.
Yes.
And then if they're able to find anything or think they may have found something, would they send that then to TBI or anything like that?
Yes, they would send it off to TBI.
Okay. Are you aware that they found they were unable to find any DNA or blood or fluid or whatever evidence from inside the car?
No, we wouldn't able to find it.
From anybody?
No.
Did you become aware in the course of the investigation that the car may have been cleaned?
Yes, during the course of that investigation.
We are now interested, if I understand you right, in a couple different people. Kiana's cousin, Cornelius Smith, fingerprints.
Yes.
Kiston Garner, fingerprints.
Correct.
And Treon Ingram.
Treon.
Let's take Treon Ingram first. Did you want to talk to him?
Yes, we did.
Did they find him?
Located them.
Took him in custody?
Yes.
I don't want you to tell us what he said, but as a result of that conversation, did you go back to Memphis and try to get some more video?
Yes, we did.
Tell me about that.
We information that we received of a white Mercedes being in a parking garage in the Crosstown area.
Okay. And did you also receive information about a white Mercedes-Benz at the Valero gas station the morning of, night before, however you want to look at it, of the homicide itself?
We did.
Let's go in reverse order of what you wanted to go in. So let's start with the Valero. Okay. Did you go, after speaking with Treon Ingram, did you
Yo, what's up?
did y'all go to the Valero station, park in Highland, sort of the University of Memphis area, in
Hey,
Memphis?
thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate you.
Were you able to obtain video?
We were able to obtain the
In that video, did y'all see the white Mercedes?
We did.
Did you see a couple of those people that we talked about fingerprints? Did you see Treon Ingram?
Yes.
Did you see Kiston Garner?
Yes.
Did you see a car trade?
We did.
A little weird,
Weird. Yes.
but you witnessed it on the video?
We did.
And what do we mean by car trade?
We have individuals in one car that get out of that car and get into the other car that someone was in, and that person get out of that car and get into the white Mercedes.
So before we watch this video, do we see a Infiniti pull up at the gas station?
We do.
And do we see the white Mercedes pull up at the gas station?
We do.
Do we see interaction between those two cars?
Yes.
Do we see Mr. Ingram, Treon Ingram, go inside the gas station?
Inside the business, yes.
Do we see that there's a person left inside the Infiniti
We do.
in the passenger side?
Passengers.
Do we see Kiston Garner driving the white Mercedes?
We do.
Do we see him pumping gas in the white Mercedes?
We do.
Then do we see the two cars together pull around to the side of the business?
We do.
And an individual, we see Kiston get out of the car, is that correct?
Correct.
And another individual get inside the white Mercedes.
Exactly.
Man, her damn makeup is terrible, man. What the fuck?
White Mercedes.
Bolero video.
The video they about to play is the video when they trade the cars out before the murder. Let's see if this fool got the yeah, I do. Let's see if this fool gonna come out the goddamn car with the same outfit on.
Sort of outside here. All right, Bolero gas station, November 17th. You back to the black screen real quick.
10 hours for the murder. I didn't even know they was gonna run into, bro. But here they go switching out cars.
This car arrives,
Yes.
and then what is that?
That's the white Mercedes. Pull it up to the park.
These two cars are the cars that are together?
Yes, they pulled in together. One went to one pump, one went to the white Mercedes went to the other pump.
One of the craziest things to me about this is how busy a gas station is at 3 o'clock in the morning. All right, now what?
Oh, it's 3 in the morning? That bitch jumping. Now the gas station is jumping. Everything jumping, like the road behind it. Like, what the hell? They don't sleep in Memphis?
Right door of the Mercedes open.
getting out and going to pump gas.
Do we learn who this individual is?
Learned that that was Kitchen Gardner.
These guys are coming back to the Infinity.
Right.
Only one of them got out of the Infinity, though.
Right.
It's hard to watch both cars at once. Driver gets back in driver's side.
Mm-hmm.
What's he doing?
He's speaking with someone in the passenger in the car.
Okay, so there's somebody in this passenger side of this Infinity.
Yes.
Clipping my fingernail, that picked me straight up my nose. Like, what the fuck? What's the odds of that?
White Mercedes. And the Infinity.
And they drive around and pull around to the
No loop around.
side of it.
No switch angles. White Mercedes.
Yes. Side by Kitchen Gardner. Walks around to the passenger side.
Don't want nobody called the police.
There you see an individual walk around and get into the Mercedes.
Uh-huh. And impossible, you would agree with me, that it's impossible to tell if that's Justin Johnson or not,
Correct.
correct?
Yes.
But would you also agree with me, different than what Kitson Gardner was wearing?
Correct. And there you can see both cars leave the area.
All right.
Man, that shit happened again, man. Like, what the fuck?
And we also got video from inside, is that correct?
That's correct.
When we were watching, the passenger in that Infinity never got out, is that correct? That we saw at the pump.
Right. Never got out, only the driver. You see him getting ready to enter the business.
And
Never the second gentleman
right
entering.
there.
Yes.
And do you know who that person is, kind of with the fatter face?
That would be Trayon Ingram.
That's Treon Ingram.
Trayon.
We can stop it there. So
Okay,
what we
but that
watched
went
was
straight up my
family
nose, like,
arrive
what
at
the
gas
fuck?
station
Yes.
with Mr. Ingram driving,
Ingram driving.
and Mr. Ingram exiting and going inside the store.
Yes.
Like,
But
that's
there was
wild
a
as hell.
front seat passenger of the Infinity who we did not get to see on camera at the pump.
Right.
The white Mercedes arriving,
Correct.
Mr. Gardner pumping gas.
Yes.
Both the cars swing around to the other area.
Yes.
And then from the distance, video of the driver of the Mercedes getting out and a
Yes.
different person getting in.
Different person with different clothes. Yes.
I ain't gonna lie, the days, but a lot of these trials be damn near, whew. It's hard not to doze off, man. They still on lunch break, man. They come back at 2:45. It's 11, 12, 1. Hold on, 11, 12, 1. Okay, it's 1. Hold on, did I say 2:45? Oh, wait, 11, 12, 1, 2. Okay, 2:45 Eastern time they coming back. So we still can make it past this before lunch break. So hold on, I got a chance to catch up. I got a chance to catch up before lunch break. What?
You
Before
said
lunch
you're
break
interested in the
over with.
Valero station,
Yes.
and then you said you're also, after going down to Mississippi and meeting with Mr. Ingram, interested in Crosstown.
Crosstown, correct.
What is Crosstown?
It's a apartment.
This probably be a 2-part video because 11 to court about to be over with in a little bit. So probably be a 2-part video because dude, I think this the only nigga that's gonna be on the stand today.
Sears building. Apartment store.
Big old building.
Big building. Has restaurants, storefronts, also apartments.
Did Kiana have a cousin that lived at the Crosstown Apartments?
Yes, she did.
I guess at the time, one that was living at the Crosstown Apartments.
Yeah.
And what was his name?
His name was Justin Johnson.
Justin Johnson. Did y'all obtain video from the Crosstown Apartments?
Yes, we did.
Video from the day before the homicide, 11/16,
Yes.
the morning of the homicide,
Yes.
and then the evening after the homicide.
Yes.
In those videos, will we see Justin Johnson?
Yes, we will.
Will we see him wearing clothing like the shooter?
We did.
Bass Pro hat,
Bass Pro hat,
hoodie,
hoodie,
sweatpants,
sweatpants,
emblem,
emblem,
shoes.
white bottom.
Will
Them
we
parts
see
get cut out in the video, but while I'm live, I don't mind seeing
him
through that shit.
arriving at Crosstown in the white Mercedes
We do.
with the body damage?
With the damage on.
Will we see him leaving less than an hour before the homicide? Y'all had also been interested in a white expedition.
Yes, sir.
Will we see him arriving in a white expedition?
We do.
And then after the murder, will we see him arriving in different clothes,
Yes.
and then packing his bags and leaving.
I think, yes.
It's a series of videos.
Yes,
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 6 or 7 or 8 videos.
I'm really wondering what the defense got, cause this is crazy. Did they come up there yet? No, they said lunch break. I wonder what the defense gonna say, cause this, what the fuck?
It's also a series of still shots. If anybody needs a break, maybe now would be the time.
This will be a good time. Yeah.
break.
Let's take a brief break, ladies. Please don't discuss what you've heard, any testimony. Let's just go kind of refreshing. Let's take a 15-minute break.
Court stands in recess.
This is the day before the murder, is that correct?
That's correct.
7:15 p.m. So if we're counting down, 17 hours and 8 minutes before the murder. What's that?
That's the White Expedition, Ford Expedition, going into the garage.
And if you're not familiar with the building, this is a little confusing here. You can pause it. So that White Expedition was going into a parking garage, is that right?
Yes,
That parking garage is this structure right here.
that's correct. They have a parking lot in between.
There's a little parking lot here
Yes.
where cars can also park in, but the actual garage, what we saw the White Expedition coming into, was over here.
It is.
Is that right?
That's right.
Then there's this little walkway thing
Walkway
that
ramp.
twists around and then comes into the building.
Yes.
Okay. And we see somebody here, gray sweatpants, black hoodie. You can continue to watch. Inside of the building,
Inside of the building.
walking into the door there,
Yes.
White Expedition arrives, and then this man comes into the building.
He had the outfit on 17 hours before the murder. Yeah, ain't no way he can get away with this. Whoa. Ain't no way he can get away with this, man. It's over with.
Correct. Dark hoodie.
To be looking around trying to look for cameras. Nigga, we see you, motherfucker. God,
Gray sweat, black shoes, white bottom.
He walked here, and then this camera picked him up. There's a bank of elevators back here.
Yes,
There's apartments on the top floors of the buildings.
it is.
Still way back here at the elevators.
Yes.
Stop it there. Good. All right, here's a man, White Expedition, comes into the
I
building,
got like
walks to the lobby,
15,
gets in the
like
elevator,
15.
comes up to the floor.
20 more minutes, something like that.
Look, it's floor
I
8.
got like 25 more
What
minutes.
floor does Kiana Hopper's cousin Justin Johnson live on?
We good. It's still lunch break. Ain't even time yet. We straight.
808.
Yes.
8th floor.
8th floor.
Look at this fool straight drop. What it was, nigga. What you do? You gave your outfit to a whole nother nigga? What's like? Hey, that's him, bro. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? How the hell they think to find a video of you 17 hours before the shit happened? Like, what the fuck they check for this? Like, them detectives are good, man.
And this man has on black shoes, white soles,
Yes.
gray sweatpants,
Yes.
a little emblem on the
The
sweatpants.
logo on the side. Yes.
We all recognize that Memphis is a Bass Pro head, is that right?
Yes.
He's got a phone in his hand and
Yes.
maybe some food or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Man, I want me some food too, dog. Speaking of food, I'm gonna go make me some motherfucking noodles, man. I'm hungry, bro. Some noodles. I don't feel like really cooking nothing, man. A hot pocket. What the hell can I eat right now? That boy had him a good little meal 17 hours before.
All right. All right, we are November 16th, that same day. Now we're at 11:13 p.m. Countdown from the murder. We're 13 hours and 10 minutes before the murder. There's going to be him coming again. White Expedition.
White Expedition.
Now we can see that parking garage better.
Pop that motherfucker quick. He must have had it smooth in his skin. Take me a little 2-3 minutes to gather myself before I hop up on that motherfucker. Tell me. Trying to find the keys, gotta find my phone, probably fell down in the seat.
Just like last time coming in the front.
On the other side of the
He's going to
seat.
walk to the elevators. And obviously between last time, which is a few hours before this, and this time he has left and come back.
Come back. Yes.
Big ass sweats.
I think it stopped ours. It was still playing on our laptop, but it wasn't playing on the video, so we'll have to try to on and off with it. Who cares?
On and off appears to be working these days.
I think it is at 111. There we go. Walk into the back of the elevators.
Yes.
Sweatpants, shoes, basketball hat, sweatshirt.
Yes.
Bruh, food, man. Not a care in the motherfucking world.
The last one we saw was from 11 at night, November 16th. Now we've passed midnight, and so technically we're on the day of the murder.
Correct.
And we're at 2:41
A.M.
a.m. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And to orient ourselves,
Oh, so cause that was 7. Cause when they were at the gas station with the white car, I forgot the timestamp, but damn, they went from the garage to the gas station, or the gas station to the garage. That's running about the same time right there. Actually, the gas station was 3-something in the morning, so they went from here to the gas station.
Bolero video that we saw of the Mercedes trade
Yes.
is going to be after this video. Is that right?
That's correct.
So 2:41 at Crosstown. Bolero video after the 3 o'clock hour.
Correct.
Shoes, sweatpants, hoodie.
Yes.
This time the hood on. Out of the elevator.
I'm starting to get all hot and shit. I ain't take my medicine. Damn, I want to pause it. I'm not gonna pause it. Don't let it be run.
To the parking garage.
To the parking garage.
To the White Expedition.
Correct. Leaving.
So it's leaving the building at 2:41. Whatever happens at Valero happens in about 30 minutes or something.
Yes.
And now to the next video. We are November 17th. Well, now we're at 4:48. So leaving the building at 2:41. Valero happens after the 3 o'clock hour.
Correct.
And now back to the building at 4:48.
Correct.
We are 7 hours to homicide time. Back to the building, what?
And the white Mercedes with the damage.
Can you back it up a little bit, stop it? That one before it was perfect. There we go. We know that car, don't we?
That's the car that we located. That's also the car.
I'm like a
That's the
motherfucker,
keys with the damage.
A bloodhound, nigga. I'm gonna find out where that smell coming from.
Okay.
Trust me. It take me a couple days. I'm here driving the east there. It took me a couple days to find out them smells, but I'm gonna find you, motherfucker. It's just wild smell in my kitchen. I don't know where it's coming from, but you know, my kid is. I think my youngest son did something, but I can't find it. I'm gonna find that motherfucker. Where the hell you going? I get something to eat again? Damn. I was hungry. Oh, no, they bagged up.
Let's come back in the white Mercedes, but also we'll see closer.
Oh. He came back in a white Mercedes. So they trying to, okay, I get what's going on.
When he gets in the elevator.
Is that a child?
Carrying something.
The baby in the stove? You say he carrying something, nigga. You carrying a human.
He's actually carrying his daughter, is that right?
Daughter, yes.
And if we back it up just for a second.
Bro, his daughter, bro. This nigga had his daughter before he killed Dolph. Getting her ready for the other nigga daughter's birthday. It was Quindaria's daughter's birthday the day Dolph died. This man said he needed money to make sure his daughter have a good birthday or blah 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 something. So I had to do what I had to do. Like, man, that's some wild shit. He only got $800. damn near months after her birthday. Ain't that some bullshit? He really thought like once the kill was done, he was gonna get the payment. Like, that shit went off too quick. Now this 7 hours before the murder. That's why it seemed like it's quiet. They not talking. They not talking because they showing videos. You know what I'm saying? That's why it seemed like it's so motherfucking quiet.
There you go. Something. We've got the sweatpants and the shoes and the sweatshirt.
Yes.
And now he's carrying his daughter.
Carrying his daughter.
And now, November 17th, murder.
He don't know what he's talking about. I know what I'm talking about. The lawyer don't know what the fuck. Now I'm playing. This 32 minutes before the murder.
Day, 11:51 a.m. Only 32 minutes away from the murder of the kids.
Yes.
Let me stop for a second. These people aren't from Memphis. Would it be fair to say it takes 10 minutes to get from the Crosstown building to Michaela's Cookies?
Possibly 10, 15 minutes.
10 to 15. Shoes, sweatpants, sweatshirt, Bass Pro hat.
Yeah.
His daughter's with him.
Bro, this 32 hours. This 32 minutes before the murder, bro. Dog, he dropped the daughter off before. Whoa. He a good one, man. Damn, man. Damn, man.
Yes.
She about to lose her daddy for the rest of her life, and Dolph kids can't see their daddy for the rest of their life, man. At the end of the day, it really play a big toll on the kids' life. Decisions play a big role in a lot of this shit. Like, sometimes you gotta sacrifice shit for the ones you love if you really love them motherfuckers. Got to. Some motherfuckers just be so selfish. Like this motherfucker.
He appears to be on the phone.
That's her daddy. Her daddy a fucking killer. My son will fuck around and push the emergency button on your ass with the bell. He did that shit before I was too scared. I never let him fuck with them buttons again. Oh, now he's up and live and jumping. What I'm sure that's an apartment complex. It look like the YMCA. Like, that don't look like no apartment complex. Like, god damn, that shit huge. Something with the Y. The YMCA. Something with them. Damn, we came across the street. Damn.
You back it up, it's hard for me to see them there. If we can back it up, I'll put the pointer on. These two, here they are.
Right.
The little kid. Sweatpants, sweatshirt. Now they're going in the garage.
They still ain't start. They still ain't start. You still got time. You know, they got to bring the jury and everything. We ain't going to make it, though. We said then they got 20 minutes.
My Mercedes actually was captured here, leaving the garage.
Hold on, no, actually we is. My bad. What the fuck was I looking at?
Starts first this way.
We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. They almost done like in 10 minutes.
He has the Bass Pro hat on, the black hoodie, the sweats with the logo, the black shoes with the white soles, and also see a distinctive tattoo on his hand.
And does he in fact have those tattoos on his hands?
Yes.
This nigga done. He's done. Let me chill.
We offer that evidence to the state's next one exhibit.
Okay.
Thank you. This is a picture of Justin Johnson on an elevator with a cup and bag in his hand with black hoodie, gray sweatpants, black shoes
What the judge doing right now is
with white.
What the judge doing right now is confirming the pictures that the retired police confirmed so they could present them to the court and us that's watching.
Outside's almost impossible to see because we're so far away, but individual's going to arrive in an entirely different car. This is not the Expedition or the Mercedes. I don't know if you could tell from that video or if it will show, but no longer in the shoes, is that correct? And some slides.
Yes.
Damn, even down to the yellow hood, even down to the yellow hoodie, man. He put this on after the murder, like, but he had it on before the murder too. This is crazy. Same exact hoodie, like, what the fuck they finna say, bro? Like,
7 hours after the murder.
this finna get crazy. Defense got wow.
at 8 p.m., approximately 8 hours after the murder.
Sorry. Kind of wrong. My bad. This is after the murder. It's after the murder.
Bags packed.
Nigga, he got the same haircut in court also. What the fuck wrong with this nigga? The same stinking ass drawers on. You can tell that boy don't take no showers often. He gotta goddamn get in that water, boy, at least 2-3 times a day. Try to, like, if you gonna do it once a day, at least hit that bitch every day. Or if you do it 3 times a day, at least hit that bitch once every day. Like, Jesus. That boy said, fuck it, new fit, same drawers, let's get it.
Homes or wherever.
Yes.
Next time we see him in person is arrested in Indianapolis.
In Indiana, yes.
He has social media though too, is that correct?
That's correct.
And did you and Detective Browning subpoena and obtain some of his social media?
It was.
His Instagram, his Facebook?
Yes.
And after the murder, until the time that he's in custody in Indianapolis, are y'all able to obtain images that he posts to social media?
They were obtained, yes, from his phone.
And Detective Browning
Yes.
may be the expert on this stuff.
Yes, he is.
All right, we'll see those later with Detective Browning.
Yes.
Now we ready to see what the defense got. I don't know what the hell this man finna say, but this finna be crazy.
That's why
I know this part finna be crazy. Like, whoa.
you said you talked about forensic testing. You collect things in a certain way on a crime scene so that you can then provide that to CSI or the TBI or whoever that could actually test it to see if it can give you more information. Is that fair?
Fair.
Now, a couple of things. I'll start with the initial video. I'm going to try to go in chronological order as to how you hit it earlier on direct. You talked about the handgun and the rifle,
Look, like I said, this what he remember in the first video when I said he was writing down stuff like what they could be writing down about the guns they had. They was really writing down about them guns. Like what the hell? Like nigga, it was him on the video, man.
style, assault rifle style weapon in the video. And at one point in time you said that the handgun that was being held by one of the people was consistent with a .40 caliber. It's probably more accurate to say, I mean, it's consistent with any pistol. Could have been any caliber pistol, correct?
Correct.
Just by looking.
Just back to
Right. And when you say consistent with a .40 caliber, you're really basing that off of the shell casings you would have found out in the parking lot. Is that correct?
showcase and handgun.
Okay. But there was nothing significant that you can tell from that video that can tell you that's a .40 caliber versus a 9mm versus a .380 or a .45. Okay. Now, you testified that you never recovered the murder weapons, correct?
Correct.
And you were asked a question of, in kind of normal course, if you recover bullets from a scene, right, and or casings from a scene, and you have a weapon you can test it against, that you can take the ballistics and they can run testing to see if it matches. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Now, even if you don't recover the weapon, is it possible to determine a caliber, what potential caliber a fired bullet would have been? So, you pull a fired bullet from the wall at Makita Cookie or from some other place where those bullets went. Is there a way to test that and go, is this a .40 caliber? Is this a .7.62? Is this a 9? Or
I'm sure it is. That would be the crime scene and collected and whoever they send it off to.
Is it me or we didn't see the guns in the video? All right. Why they acting like they just picked up shells off the ground and don't know what type of guns it was just because they didn't found the murder weapons? Bro, the guns they had was in the video. He couldn't even hold the Drake. He damn near showed us the whole frame of it. He couldn't hold it. It was wiggly. He's wilding.
okay. And just to be clear, at Makita Cookie, y'all recovered several bullets and bullet fragments from various locations at Makita Cookie. Is that correct?
Correct.
As far as you know, was any testing done of those bullets and or bullet fragments to determine whether they were .40 caliber or .7.62 rounds?
Are you saying the bullets or the casing?
The bullets.
Bullets? No, I'm not aware.
Okay. And you also received back into evidence from the medical examiner several bullets and bullet fragments. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And to your knowledge, at any point in time, did anyone try to test those? Not to put them to a firearm because you didn't have the particular firearm, but to determine what caliber of bullets were recovered from Mr. Thornton.
Should possibly, yes. The crime scene or whoever.
Need some more room.
Okay. You're saying it's possible, but are you aware of any testing? Okay.
Yo, what's up, GPB? What's up? My bad. I just followed you back, brother. My fault.
Now, I want to switch over
I just
to
seen
Bradley.
you told me,
Right.
I just seen you on Twitter. You told me you followed me on Twitter. I couldn't find your account, but now I see that it's you.
And you recovered the Mercedes from Bradley.
That's standing there and all that. We ain't taking nothing out of this one.
Now, you were asked about video. And you had, because you had video from Makita Cookie, correct?
Yes.
And you had video from Crosstown.
Yes.
And you had video from...
Sometimes I need to keep my humor. I be taking too much of what I say out because I be thinking it don't make sense. Sometimes I got to keep my humor inside the videos.
Valero.
Yes.
And I believe Mr. Hagerman asked you, did you canvass the Bradley neighborhood
And I
for
posted
any
it. It
video?
look like I'm just watching it, but I really do
Officers
be
can't.
talking
There are a lot
it.
of investigators that can't say
You
it.
gotta start keeping me talking in the
And you
video.
also, I think, testified that you knew that Hernandez Govan lived across the street
Yes.
from Bradley.
Yes.
And you and I think other officers at some point in time interviewed Cornelius Smith.
And just to catch anybody up, if you're confused about what's going on, this is the retired police officer that was there on the scene of when Dolph got killed. And this is Mr. Johnson, straight drop. This is his lawyer redirecting on what the prosecutor said earlier. And if you missed that, you can go to my YouTube and check that out. Or after this stream, you can go back at the beginning of the stream and rewatch this stream to check that out too. You know what I'm saying?
Is that right? Let me ask you this. Did you go to Mr. Goban's house to see about whether he had camera footage?
Other investigators walked up and down. I don't know if they went to his house, but usually they walk down and see if they see any cameras affixed to a house outside the house.
Okay. And when you say cameras, they've knocked too, right?
Yes.
Right? It's like, do you have cameras?
Yes.
And at some point in time, you became aware of Mr. Govan as a potential suspect in the case.
Yes.
Right? So that, as Mr. Hagerman's word, you became very interested in him
Yes.
as time went on. Do you?
Brother, if you trying to get to the point of that was Govan, we thought that was Govan at first. When we first seen the video, we thought it was straight drop and Govan. Brother, that's not Govan. That's straight drop in the video, not Govan.
Recall there being anyone of the officers in the case, you as one of the lead detectives in the case, reporting to you that there were cameras directly across the street from Bradley, where the white Mercedes would have been, facing the Bradley property, the abandoned house where the Mercedes was. Do you recall Cornelius Smith in any of his interviews with law enforcement that you can recall ever saying that Hernandez Govan had cameras at his house that faced the Bradley house?
No, I don't recall that.
And that's crazy that Govan Hernandez lived right across the street from where they parked the car. I find that crazy, bro. He had to have nothing. He had to have nothing to do with that. Like, that's crazy. Why the fuck would you park that car across the street from your house? I find that wild. Like, hopefully they open up more about that, or Govan come to court.
And
Because they could bring in Govan.
a lot of investigators in this case, right?
Yes.
Working hard to try to find evidence.
Yes.
Correct? I bet you would agree with me if somebody had told you Hernandez Govan has cameras facing where that white car was, you would have been over there, or somebody would have been over there tracking down that lead, right?
No attempted to, yes.
Right. And you're not aware of, at least right now, whether anybody ever even spoke to Mr. Govan specifically and asked him about cameras.
No.
So you said you processed the Mercedes. So there's or others, you know it was processed.
Crime scene investigator.
And there's a level of processing that occurs while the car's still on Bradley. Is that correct? Or do y'all just hook it up and tow it?
Hook it up to it.
Okay.
And process it at another location.
Okay. Now, when you saw the vehicle on Bradley, do you remember there being any bullet holes in the car?
I think there were. I'm not sure. May have been the window broken out or something to that effect.
Okay. And to be clear, the window that was broken out, and I can pass you the exhibits, some of these exhibits that were previously marked. One is Exhibit 53, Exhibit 49, and Exhibit 43 of the white Mercedes. They'll kind of give you something to look at, refresh your recollection. In those photographs, does it appear that the passenger side window is not there?
Yes.
All right. Was there broken glass anywhere around the car or in the car that you recall?
Not that I recall.
Okay. Now, and I've got one other image here. It's exhibit number 10. It's also of the white Mercedes. Was there any places on that Mercedes that you can remember seeing on the exterior of the car any bullet holes?
Not from the picture.
Now, some of those photographs where the vehicle is being processed, the outside of the car has like black powder all over it.
Yes.
Is that done for fingerprint purposes?
Yes.
Okay. And I believe you've already testified to this, but there were several prints recovered from the vehicle. Is that right?
That's correct.
Mr. Smith, Cornelius Smith,
Correct.
Trayon Ingram,
Yes.
and Kristen Garner.
Yes.
Mr. Justin Johnson's fingerprints were not recovered from that vehicle, correct?
They were not.
Now, you also were asked about DNA, and I can retrieve those from you if you'd like. You were also asked about DNA, and I believe the question was, there was no DNA evidence or evidence of blood in the car. Okay. Now, to be clear, there was actually DNA testing done, touch DNA testing done on at least 8 places inside the car, right? And they did swabs, is that correct? And that's where a tech goes in and they're swiping different parts of the vehicle to see if there's any DNA that can be detected.
Yes.
Are you aware of what the technician looks for when they decide like what areas they're going to swab for DNA?
No, I'm not.
Okay. But as far as you know, were there any reports generated about whether DNA existed?
I heard reports that they didn't have a match to anything that was submitted.
All right, so your recollection is that there are reports, or was a report, that there was not a DNA match to the touch DNA, but there was DNA recovered.
Yes, I guess so.
Okay, and I'm asking you. I'm not telling you. I'm asking you what you recall. Now, when you get DNA results, do they typically, from TBI, or when you send them to TBI, they typically come back on kind of a letterhead from TBI. Is that correct? And let you know?
That I know of.
All right. And in fact, one of the items that was recovered from the Mercedes was a chapstick. You recall that?
Yes.
And
some things recovered inside the cell.
And in fact, that chapstick was sent along with the touch DNA swabs let me stop. The chapstick was sent to the TBI for testing. All right. And came back with a major DNA profile of a male, but couldn't be excluded down to anything beyond a male. You recall that?
No.
Okay. If I were to show you the report, would it refresh your recollection?
What the fuck is he talking about? Like, this fool going around everything but homeboy being in. Oh man, this guy, like, wow. I understand though. He doing his job.
Now, do you have any specific knowledge of the touch DNA swabs being sent to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation? All right, so you can't say whether those were actually ever sent, right? Because if they had been sent, the report that I just showed you, you would have had something back from them saying either there's no identifiable DNA or there was, and then they would analyze it further, correct?
Correct.
If that wasn't sent, if the touch DNA samples weren't sent to the for further testing, you would agree with me that would be a problem for your investigation.
Damn straight, Jock. You should have took a plea, brother. Like, this shit finna fuck you up. Oh my God, this brother ready to get so much time. It ain't gonna, man, it don't make no damn sense, bruh. Wow. It's for sure getting life, though.
Could be.
Right? I mean, because
If he
touch
walk out
DNA.
this, if he beat this, that'd be crazy.
If they recovered something that could point you directly to a person, right, with scientific fact, right, going, this is the person that touched that part of the car.
Yes.
And you don't know until you try, right? So you don't know unless you test it.
Okay.
Right. And if you didn't test it, that's an avenue of investigation for establishing facts and evidence that was kind of left unattended. Fair?
Fair.
Come on, get to the. I'm
Now, you told Mr. Hagerman, and we talked about this, you said, and no evidence of blood in the car. Now, somebody who works in the department with you, Sergeant Coburn, he did a lot of the processing of this vehicle,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah, all the process.
And at some point, he even used something called Blue Star. You know what Blue Star is?
Yes.
What's Blue Star?
It's an agent that they use to spray for location of blood inside of our things.
Right. And you would agree with me that Blue Star is something they spray it, they put a light on it, and it'll light up if there's blood or biological material that has been there, correct?
Correct. My knowledge is.
And they can even use Blue Star on places where people think they have wiped down or cleaned, and it will still show. Right? That's that horrible thing they do in the hotel rooms, right? Where they spray do that and freak everybody out. Yeah. So now, Sergeant Coburn used Blue Star inside the Mercedes, and if you recall, inside of the driver's door, above the armrest, the Blue Star reacted with a very bright chemiluminescence, I think is the way he says it here, which is a hard word to say. And he took swabs of that as well. Right? So from what you know of Blue Star, is Blue Star something that if you shine it and it lights up, that's typically an indication of blood or some biological material that's been in that area.
That's what I've been told.
Right.
Not an expert.
Sure. And Sergeant Coburn, obviously, who processes for these things, if he swabbed it twice, it definitely showed it to be of some evidentiary importance to him to determine, is this biological or not? Would you agree with that?
I would.
Right. And as you sit here today, are you aware of the results of any testing that came back on the swabs for the Blue Star?
I don't remember those.
Okay. Like we talked about earlier, if you had tested that and it had come back, it could have potentially had DNA evidence on it, right?
I'm assuming yes.
And that would have been very important to, as one of those evidentiary facts that you would have used in your investigation. Correct. And if you didn't have that and it existed, it puts you at a disadvantage of knowing all of the evidence and all the facts. Correct.
Could have.
So let's go to the Valero video. So the Valero video, you see several different vehicles arrive at Valero. Person I think you identified as Kristen Gardner is pumping gas from the white Mercedes.
Correct.
Right? And then he drives that white Mercedes off up to the top of the screen, and then I think you said you see somebody, you can't tell who it is, but you see an individual get out of another vehicle, Kristen Gardner get out of the white Mercedes, and someone gets inside the white Mercedes.
Correct.
That you said was not wearing the same clothes that Kristen Gardner was wearing just moments earlier.
Correct.
Or maybe even seconds earlier. It was very quick.
Right.
But right after that exchange is made, doesn't another car pull up in front of the white Mercedes and sit for some period of time?
It does.
Right. And to be fair, you would agree with me, you can't see what's going on with the white Mercedes, who's in the white Mercedes, whether someone got out of and back into the white Mercedes, correct?
Correct.
They said they didn't. They said they didn't. And it's crazy because the prosecutor made that very clear, like, that you couldn't see who traded the car.
And that's definitely something that
Only when the driver got out of the other car and the other man who pumped the gas, the only two people you seen.
could have happened. We don't know, because you couldn't see.
Could have.
So then we get to Crosstown. And so those Crosstown videos, I believe.
Oh, we got a new music video reaction. Ooh, I should do it right now. We're not gonna do it right now. We can wait till later. We could. That's Future Teflon Don. It's one of my favorite songs off the mixtape. We'll do that later though.
You made the statement that you would see Mr. Johnson arriving in the Mercedes in Crosstown.
Actually, I'll say that tomorrow for after the trial. You know, I'm gonna stream tomorrow after trial. We're gonna get into some regular stuff. I'm gonna add that to one of my topics. We'll do that tomorrow.
See, someone.
Someone.
Yes.
Or someone wearing, well, let me ask you this, and you make my point, right? So you don't know who was in the Mercedes,
No.
right? Because in fairness, the video you saw and that the jury saw is the video. Like, you can't see who's driving the Mercedes.
Right. Correct.
Bro, we've seen the man with the same clothes on throughout the video. Like, stop trying to highlight off of what we didn't see. Okay, we didn't see that, bro. We know we didn't see that. Like, he's trying to highlight off of what we didn't see. Bro, let's see what we did see though. We seen the brother with the same stinking ass drawers on. He even changed his clothes 10 times with the same stinking ass drawers. Bro, it's him. He got his name on his hand. The fuck?
And then you see the Mercedes enter, and there are times when you'll see the person in the gray sweatpants, black, black shoes, black hoodie, walking through the parking garage.
Correct.
Right? And you don't see the car that person gets in of or out of. Right? Now,
Here we go. That shit ready to get juicy. This bitch finna get Rollo.
Now, so Crosstown's a big place, correct?
It is.
A lot of cars.
Lots.
A lot of cars going in and out.
Yeah.
And you would agree with me that the videos that were shown are confined to intentionally, right, to focus on when the white Mercedes comes in and out, when the Expedition goes in and out.
Yes.
Right? But there are other cars going in and out through those periods of time.
Yes.
And you would agree with me that during those periods of time where the white Mercedes, it shows the white Mercedes in the video come in, you can't see the driver, you can't see the person in the gray sweatpants and the black hoodie, what they get in and out of. You can't say that that person was ever in that white Mercedes, correct?
No, you can't. It's just the area that the Mercedes parked at is the same area where that person came from.
Well, but can you even see in the video that was shown?
Bro, that was him, bro. Like, stop trying to trick us, bro. You not a manipulator, bro. Like, no, it's not working, bro. We seen what we seen, bro. What?
Where the Mercedes parks,
You know, just the general area.
which is the parking garage, which is around hundreds and potentially more other.
Look at him laughing in his fool face. He a fool. That boy's a fool. That boy a fool, man.
Vehicles, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
He red. He red. He Cardi, nigga, all red. Nigga.
Now, there is a point in time in your testimony when we start looking at the videos inside Crosstown, specifically inside the elevator, where you
Just a quick update, if nobody know, man, this is the defense lawyer for Straight Drop.
specifically identify that person to be Mr. Johnson based on tattoo, I think. Other characteristics too, but you mentioned a tattoo.
Yes, it was Straight Drop.
Yes.
And in those videos, some of those correspond with times at which you showed the white Mercedes roll in, and then the person in the gray sweatpants, black hoodie walk in, right? One of those times having a little girl in tow.
Yes.
Now, you would agree with me that during those times, when you see Mr. Johnson, the one you've identified as Mr. Johnson, with the little girl in the elevator, and other times, he's not wearing gloves.
No.
Right. And has a little girl with him that obviously if what the state says is correct and he was in the Mercedes, would have also been in that Mercedes, correct?
Yes.
That's a good, okay. That's a good thing if you're really listening. What happened to the little girl? What the fuck? What happened to the little girl? Did she get dropped off, or was she in that car? Nigga, was the little girl in the car? That'd be crazy.
Today you testified about going back to the Makita video, and specifically you mentioned that when the video was playing and then there were some still shots put in, you mentioned something about underwear you thought that matched between the video that was taken.
Same stinging ass drawers. Come on, bro. Like, come on. Don't do that. That was his drawers, bro.
At Tulane Apartments, and that the person that's portrayed in that video and the person portrayed in the Makita video.
Correct.
Specifically the gray sweatpants, black hoodie, right?
Yes.
Now, there was a timeline that you also said you recognized of the Tulane apartment video. You recall seeing that?
Yes.
Had various pictures, and it even had like notable things from each picture, right?
Let's see how he gonna spin this. Cause him himself know that's him. But let's see how he gonna manipulate niggas and spin this. Let's see would it work.
Would you agree with me that nowhere in that timeline is it noted that these underwear are the same color as the underwear in the Makita Cookie video?
No.
Is there a reason for that? Why that wouldn't be in there? Seems like
Just something that I mentally put in my head when I saw the video there and I saw the video there. Okay, same clothing, just like the clothing they had on. You know.
And this, what was marked as, I mean, and again, you saw this. You're pulling that from the same video that the jury saw.
Alright, so his thing is he had the same sweatpants, same hoodie, same hat. But he trying to tell us that the drawers weren't the same. Alright, man.
And evidence, correct?
Yes, correct.
And the still shots, which were marked as front and back. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Exhibit 58, it's a collective. And these pictures, these still shots, being, slowed down, I'm going to hand you collective 58. And I just want to be sure that your perspective that you think those are, you say those are blue, number one, and that you think those are, similar to the ones in the Tulane video, is based off exactly what the jury is seeing. It's based off the video that we saw today and those still images.
Yes.
Okay. And in fact, you're saying did you base it off seeing still images before, or are those still images something?
Yes, that's him with them stinking ass drawers, bro. That's him. The fuck?
You just saw for the first time today after you kind of put that together in your head.
No, something myself.
You'd seen him, investigating the case.
Yes.
Okay. But again, you're saying based on same.
Yes.
And it's your testimony that those are the same color as the Tulane video?
What I visualized and what I saw.
But you saw. Okay. All right. Thank you.
He's bad. He's pretty good, but he's bad.
One moment, you're right.
I know that nigga be my lord. Who the fuck told him that he had a chance? Bro, straight drop do not have a chance, bro. You about to show us as a lawyer, all you do is get niggas life in jail, cause he's going down.
You were asked about how long it would take to get from Crosstown to Makita Cookie. I think you said 10, 15 minutes. And obviously, possible. And that's something too that, depending on time of day, traffic and everything else, could be longer. Could be closer to 10 or around, could be 20.
Correct.
Thereabouts. How far away from Makita Cookie is the Bradley Street address where the car was recovered from?
I would say about 2 miles. Give or take.
When you were investigating this case, did you become familiar with an address on Wild Rose Drive? Would have been
Yes.
Cornelius Smith's
Yes.
father's residence?
Correct.
How far would you say that was from Makita Cookie?
5-minute drive, maybe not, probably not that much, so,
Got a little, maybe even a little less.
correct.
Okay. And during your investigation, did you also learn information? No, strike that.
He lost it himself.
Did you ever come across any information about where the mother of Mr. Johnson's daughter lived?
Yeah, we got an address, possible, location.
Do you recall that address off the top of your head?
No, I don't.
Did you ever do any kind of, did you drive there ever?
We drove to an apartment, she's supposed to be living.
Okay. How far would you say that apartment was from Makita Cookie?
It's a good distance. It's out in Whitehaven area, probably closer to the 2 lane.
Close to the 2 lane. And how far away is 2 lane from Makita?
Depending on traffic, interstate, New City, probably about 20 minutes.
Okay. And so, Mr. Johnson's, the mother of his daughter, the one in the video, and presumably in the video in the elevator, was 20 minutes from Makita Cookie. How, and if you don't really answer this, but how far would you say that would be from Crosstown, to get from Crosstown to that apartment address out in Whitehaven?
Maybe 15, 20 minutes, I guess.
Okay. One moment. That's my questions. Thank you, sir.
Just to
Nigga, you ain't do shit, but he ain't do shit. Whoa. He ain't do shit, but damn near. Damn. Let's see. I ain't get nothing from that, but it was enough time for him to do it. That's all I got from that.
real quick, and
But he dropped his daughter off first, so I guess he cared about his daughter. Oh shit, I don't know where we're getting from this. This is crazy, right?
something I probably should have explained at the start, some of Mr. Evans' questions. You're retired now, is that correct?
That's correct.
And this investigation went on after you retired, is that correct?
Correct.
And so this case sort of has 2 case officers.
It does.
You for the original,
Yes.
and then Jesse Browning after that?
That's correct.
Okay, so there's some things that happened in this investigation, maybe even testing in this investigation or whatever, decisions that were made would be after you were off the case.
Correct.
All right, and retired.
Yes.
All right. The second thing, are you aware that Blue Star, what Mr. Evans is talking about, also reacts with bleach and cleaning products?
I'm not.
His lawyer did a bad job. That was his first redirect. His lawyer did a bad job.
That's my
Wow.
questions for Mr. Evans.
Any recross?
No.
Thank you, officer.